Pronounced, defined, used in lexical dispatch. Discreet, adjective. Discreetly, discreetness. Careful not to attract too much attention. Discerning, prudent, unpretentious, modest, circumspect. Idiom, noun. Idiomatic, idiomatically. A group of words in a fixed order that has a particular meaning. The style of expression in writing, speech, or music that is typical of a particular group. The style of a particular artist, school, or movement. Unobtrusive, unnoticeable. You could count on him to be curious, and you could count on him to be discreet. She was immediately reprimanded, though she tried to be quick and discreet. I pretend not to watch them, to be discreet. I was very discreet. I never had anybody come into my home. My home was my private life, and I ran my business on the outside. If she was involved with anyone, she was pretty discreet about it. He pulled out, steering carefully to maintain a discreet distance. I try to keep everything as discreet as possible about my upcoming vacation. She was never intrusive. She was discreet. She was smart. She was about as effective as you can get. Despite their frequent contact with one another, both men were known to be highly discreet about their private lives. I knew little about coins, but after making a few discreet inquiries, I estimated that Hector's collection was worth at least $30,000. It's hard to say this in public, mostly because we wanted to be discreet and not cause drama. He knows when to thunder in public and when to make a discreet phone call. The process of expropriation and removal of the Arabs of Palestine must be carried out discreetly and circumspectly. The man has never lied to me and never done anything I thought was in a gray area of discreetness. The artist's work is idiom, with small details that only reveal themselves upon closer inspection. She wrote in distinctly American idiom, but her characters and themes were flawless and important. The Volkswagen Eurovan MV, the most complete and most expensive version you can buy, is so far adrift from the American idiom of family vans that it just doesn't figure. Don't form the inaccuracy of victimization methodical idiom if your reference marketplace is consumer-based. King used modern idiom to frame the issue, as when he observed that blacks suffer from psychological slavery. I know that he will lay out his vision for his constituency in an idiom that his large semi-urban and rural constituents can quickly grasp. The forms that were his imagination's language seemed untranslatable into a contemporary idiom. It then became the beginning of a new pictorial idiom from which I started creating my pictures. Musical training seems to increase one's sensitivity to the musical idiom in basic ways, such as improving a listener's ability to detect changes in interval, rhythm, or mode between a just heard melody and a similar comparison melody. Trying to talk to the man, white-haired and in his 50s, but still acting like a houseboy, was like reaching a pre-programmed recording that played back random expressions of idiom. Turkish, alongside the customary Persian, to compose histories and formulated a specific visual idiom to illustrate official court chronicles. The basic meaning of this idiom is that it is all fun and good to daydream, to imagine, to play, but eventually it is time to put aside childish things and step up to the challenges we face. We are not used to analyzing whole collections of idiomatic phrases that systematically vary in form and meaning. He spoke English idiomatically, but with a soft accent she couldn't place.